Not to move to like a sour, like an upsetting topic, but I think if we do need to talk about it, I don't know if you saw Mo Stack had a club performance in Maidstone.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there was an incident after. And if I'm right from the news report, the young man that did get stabbed is now
passed away.
So RIP to him. But it started a conversation online, unfortunately, and we look at him as like Fiat 500 Twitter. We was talking about J1. There's like a side of Twitter which is like more mainstream, the white crowd, where like if they like you or they don't like you, it can be make or break, innit? So that section of Twitter and social media was very vocal. And unfortunately, I don't know too much of the story and I don't feel like those people do either, his name was very prominent in the story. So Mo Stack's people or Mo Stack's guys or Mo Stack brought his people here, he knows they got weapons. They started really putting a lot of like, you know, them crazy tweets are like, yo, you're really damaging a brother here. Like, and they had a big fight after and his people have stabbed this person, now this person has passed away. And it didn't help him as well that there were screenshots where they were showing he was privately messaging people saying, yo, please delete this video. Because this day and age we live now, yeah, like, I didn't need to be there to know someone got stabbed, innit? Someone had their phone out and recorded someone plunging a knife into someone else, innit? Yeah. And I have to see that on the internet. And the conversation raised was like, this is unfair, innit? On Donny, if he isn't involved or isn't in the know, or at the end of the day, I didn't bring you for you to kill someone. Like, you know, I feel like there is a section of our society which indulge and like our content when it comes to music, but are surprised at like the real side of stuff, like the reality. Because everyone, the initial reaction straight away is, he should just have security. And I hear you, because you can hire security for like between $1.50 and like $3 a night. And I can't imagine at Mo Stack's level now that Donny's getting paid like any less than like 8-9 racks for showing it. He must a club appearance, so some clubs might not be that, but man might be getting like 6. I don't know. I'm just putting my. That's how I look at it.
He said himself, 5 bags is a bag night.
He's getting paid enough for him to afford security, innit? And security, like for the most part, is to protect you from you, you know. But I also know what it's like when you're a London act and you're going to places that are kind of outside London. People forget and they aren't in know that you go in certain environments and then there's the bad boys and the rude boys from that area as well. And you might have been at a show last month where the local guys try to move to, like initially it starts with love. They want a picture, they're trying to be cool and they might be doing too much and you argue before you know it and madness happens. And I know many stories about saying names where artists have gone to out of London shows and it starts off as love, before you know they have a madness. So you're like, you know what? I don't want to roll to my shows light. I also want the bros to have fun because there's going to be there's alcohol, I can do loads. But I think at what point do you decide or like make that conscious effort where it's like, everybody can't come?
Oh yeah, exactly. I feel like obviously with this situation, obviously it's still fresh.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to that young man. Obviously it's unfortunate situation. I think that naturally when there's people associated with like a star, you're going to call out the star's name first, innit? Yeah. Like especially like if you're a family member of the victim, someone needs to be held accountable. At the moment, I know that this person comes from your entourage, your camp. So I don't know his name. I know that you're the reason why he was here and he's done such and such. Yeah,
all rationale goes out the window because you shoot him. I lost my love and I don't care, innit?
I need like answers and you're the only person that is recognizable in this scenario. So, and I get that. And obviously I see the tweet directly from the young man's sister. Yeah. Which a lot of people are going to latch onto. This is someone that's just lost their family member, their brother, their loved one, appealing on Twitter. People are going to like jump on that. Yeah. Without a shadow of doubt. Like, and I can't even like blame it to catch fire like that. Yeah.
And when I see tweets like Mo Stack should be banned from performing anywhere ever again, him and all these mates came to Maidstone down from London and an innocent boy got stabbed to death. And he's begging people to leave videos. When I see that, I'm just like, I can get the upset, like I get it, innit? But like I said, if he isn't involved like that, because like I said, we all don't really generally know the story, you doing that as an emotional reaction, it's going to have more ramifications because the people that potentially could benefit from a Mo Stack guy and becoming successful Now he could be absolutely done out here. Like if it is as bad as they're trying to make it seem, he could be finished out here. Because once you take away that live element, where niggas can't perform and shit, everyone ain't gonna have like, you know, like the staying power of the gigs and just fight for it. You lock some man's shows off. That's it.
Yeah.
You know. And if man ain't got money put up,
at what point do we say like to the person that's making all these claims online?
Yeah.
What do we say to them when they say that's not my problem? I don't care about the ramifications of, oh yeah, this person's going to be out of a job, so therefore everyone around them is no longer going to eat, and then whatever it does in the end, it does in the end.
God forbid it was my relative, I'm not going to act rational. I'm on smoke, but I ain't on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, but I did this. I don't know if it's this is a family member, because this person tweeted that he said, "Please understand that us as the family are not asking anyone to cancel Mo Stack. I don't want anyone thinking that this message is coming from us. If people are saying that he wasn't involved, then that will come out, and when justice is served, the truth is all we ask for." So like that I respect in it, because that person's hurting, but they still have enough like empathy to be like, yo, that's not what, like if you're seeing it on the lines online, like I am, it's coming from like fans or.
It's a very strong person.
Yeah, that's a strong person.
That's a very strong.
Do you know we were talking about having an uncle in the corner that's revealing all the family secrets and being that reckless uncle.
Yeah.
In the other side of the room, in the other corner, there's that wise uncle. Through all the pain, he'll be able to like just reason, like, and
remember
just
the recent Kano video at the start
and see sense.
When
There's always
the funeral scene.
There's always that Donny,
and he says back in the
that
day
has the wisdom.
We would have been on a madness, but that's not what I want you to do now. Like man's just lost a family member, and he's telling the family and friends not to go and do crud. And I lost my blood relative. So if someone can be like that, then like that is a very strong person, and that massive respects that person.
Yeah, that's a person that like you need to kind of protect, because they're quite progressive in a sense.
Me and Fols have been to that venue before, Gallery in Maidstone. I can't lie, when the night is done and you're outside there, it can get techie. Like, so there's a lot of weird energy. I don't know what it is. I've only been there twice. There's a lot of weird energy. I just like the man to move a bit mad down there.
I want to know what you man were doing in Maidstone, to be fair.
No, Van's eyes went,
I was like, what? That me and Sosa's been out there, and I'm like, what?
I have a very wide selection of mates. I'm in a few different group chats.
I feel you. Mad.
Sometimes Douce, sometimes vodka in it.
I hear that. Sometimes the Glen.
Sometimes fucking Ray Nephew and that. Sometimes Stella.
I heard that.
Yeah, man's diverse, man.
I feel you, man.
Yeah, no, it's a sad situation, and because there's not a lot of info, it's like
it's
where
hard.
We can really go with the conversation, but I feel like one element, I think if we're gonna train, I say you learn from other people's mistakes, is maybe all the man them can't go, and maybe we should like start making that thing more normal, more cool. Like pay for security. Your manager might come to that. You maybe you're one bridge and your DJ. You don't need 30 man in it. Now I understand why at times you need 30 man, because safety is paramount.
So Solid taught us that we don't need 30 man in it.
Say again?
So Solid taught us that we don't need no 30 man.
You've
seen it.
I hear you, Vans, but I don't like that example though, because actually he was having his car set on fire.
Yeah.
Now we're throwing bombs in man's house. It was real, innit?
Obviously.
You forget that. So when it's at that level, I don't give a fuck about morality and that shit. I'm rolling my man them, because that's what I feel safe with. Because at the end of the day, security's hired. He ain't gonna stand in the way of a madness. And I've got a certain man that will stand in the way of a madness for me. And I know a certain man that will run, and that's fine. But security, you're hired, innit? Security still has family at the end of the day. You know? Security's job is to do this. Stand out the way. Security ain't getting rushed.
They're not securing your life.
At the same time, I do get it, but at the same time, I wouldn't want the man them in line of certain stuff.
Of course.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because
the man certain times, bruv, like, to be honest with you, sometimes the energy that you put out there, will come back tenfold, innit?
Of course, yeah.
Like, even if it's to a point where, all right, you may still be alive, but your freedom is now in tatters. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, you could have protected yourself in a situation that you brought the bad energy to, but the ramifications of that is that you lose your freedom.
That's fine if the other outcome is that you die. So people will take that. If the situation is life or death, you're going to take jail.
Yeah, obviously.
We're quite far removed from it, so, but you got to also understand, like when I was talking about earlier about that section of social media and society, which likes and enjoys all that content. I'm only speaking
in terms of
they like and enjoy that content and don't like the reality. Like we spoken about Alex from Glasgow. Donny was on there spitting someone else's lyrics, and in the lyrics they're madness. A month prior, AJ Tracy's on TV and they're grilling about like a video and like the man them on the block and what does that mean? So you enjoy the content when it's a certain face.
Yeah.
These are the realities, isn't it? For some people, unfortunately, It is that really is either I have my something on me, or someone has their something on they do me, or like it's real outside right now. I need to get to this show, and I'm talking the very worst case scenario. Need to protect me and protect themselves.
I was only speaking in terms of like you just being a person that carries around bad energy.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
That's fine, and I get it. But I say still within that, if the situation occurs and in that moment it's life or death, and you manage to have life in terms of you living, and the end result is you go to jail. Trust me, you can relate because you've got the man in the ends. You know what I'm talking about, where it's like you're active in it.
Yeah, of course.
Some men are built for they feel like can go and sit down for 10 years. And me, I don't want to do an hour, let alone 5 minutes, but I'm not on it. But if that's your reality, you're living that way, innit? So
yeah, but the point is to get out of.
Of course, yeah, of course. But within that, you're gonna have growing pains. You're gonna have casualties. You're gonna have examples like this where maybe another artist will sees happen with Mo Stack and can learn from it, and Mo Stack has to go through that and unfortunately has to learn the hard way, innit? Bro, there's many artists, bro. If you know the story, London's not easy. London's not easy, innit? I know the Maidstone is just further out, but like traveling around, being someone of note, like you have everything to lose, innit? And they have everything to gain because I can rap you now, I can rush you, I can take your chain. Bro, there's better. I said just what happened with Young in that time? He didn't do nothing to no one. It's the truth though. Man just grabbed it for no reason. He done nothing to nobody. That's a bully boy thing, really.
What happened to him?
Do you remember when Young and when he tried to hold man, he ran off and he dashed his Nando's like when he was I think he's in West London somewhere. Someone tried to grab him, innit? Like for what reason, bro? So, he don't have beef. That's enough. He's done nothing, innit? And those are the things that unfortunately people have to do with outside, innit? And then it will make you feel like you don't want to roll alone, innit? And it is a comfortability of your brethren because you've been with them for long and you know what? I know how my man is during beef. I know he gets active, so I feel safe around my friends.
Since then, Youngin's prospered, you know? New teeth, hits, like, mad.
The stuff fans pays attention to is hilarious, you know? Massive veneers.
Essex veneers, you know? It's all mad.
I do love it though. When the man don't get news, man just smiling bare on the ground, fam.
Man can't close his mouth for shit, you know.
Man start looking at Steve Harvey. Bare teeth on show, bro. Yeah, but if you see me with them new joints, you just know the check has landed.
Trust me.
If I get them new joints, fam,
new joints.
Let me buy a new skin for the hands, boys. Peak for you lot, fam. Eczema what? Eczema? I said eczema?